We need to stop thinking as men to just be attractive to good women. That doesn't exist. Those are, if you think that you're going to go to church and you're just going to find a good woman by being a good man, get ready for this country's 56% divorce rate. You
I've
are going to be taken for a fucking ride by your wife.
been doing Cat on the Loose for almost 4 years now. And I do realize, and I do get messages from men all over the world, that dating for a lot of guys is a challenge. They don't know how to approach women. They don't know what to say. They're very timid. They're very shy. They're afraid of rejection. So anybody out there listening that has not taken your classes yet, that maybe is not a man of action, would you give us maybe like one easy, is there an easy quick first step to like break the ice or not be so shy? Because women, I speak for myself and most of my girlfriends and most of the people I interview in my podcast, we like when men are direct and come to
Sure.
us and talk. I get completely turned off by, shy men. I want men of action.
Sure. So,
So
Catherine,
is
so
there a first step to
So,
become?
Catherine, if you survey women in Brazil and you survey women like millennials in the northwest part of the United States, their answers are completely different.
Oh,
Women
yeah.
in Brazil, and I've talked to women in Brazil and I've seen surveys, they like it when men are direct and come up and talk to them. Women who live in like Massachusetts or live in Oregon, they think that men coming up and talking to them constitutes sexual harassment.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
reason, it's this gap in ideology that causes the problem. And men become more and more afraid to approach because of the way that they're going to be perceived on social media. I'm sure you've seen these videos where guys are like walking by a girl who's like in the gym and then she takes a video. It's like, why are you staring at me? And the guy obviously did nothing wrong. And everyone in the comments is like, girl, what are you doing? He did nothing wrong. It's because this generation is just not interested in men coming up and talking to them. But you asked a question, like, how do you get over this anxiety and how do you come up and talk to somebody? My answer is I go up and talk to women like I go up and talk to men, exactly the same way. And when I do, I usually have some kind of value proposition, an offer. And what I mean by an offer is, hey, we're going to raise money for animal rescue next Thursday. Wondering if you'd like to join us. I have a buddy of mine. He likes to go wakeboarding. He goes, hey, he sees a girl. He's like, hey, you seem cool. We're going to go wakeboarding on Thursday. Do you want to come with us? So it's always an offer. He does what he calls an invite opener. And then the other opener that I really like, Catherine, this is one of my favorite ones, is to make content with someone. So one of them is, hey, guys, we're going to make a funny YouTube video. Jump in. And you'd be shocked. Like every time I've done it, it works. Another one that I've seen are man on the street videos. You know that whole Haktua girl. You remember
Oh
how the
my
guy comes up?
God.
You remember how the guy comes up to her on the street? Well, I
Yeah.
teach my guys just take 2 iPhones, walk around the street, and just start interviewing girls and asking them questions like interesting intersexual dynamics questions. Who cheats more, men or women? What do you think about the election? Just and then the girls just start talking. And what have you done? You've introduced yourself to somebody. And then at the end, what do you think the girl does? She goes, hey, can I get your social media? Hey, let me get your number. And so by doing that, you've gotten over that initial fear. So I either like to use social media to do an opener, or I like to have like an invite opener. Hey, we're going to go do this thing afterwards. A great one is, hey, we got a table over here. Do you guys want to come over? We got too much alcohol. I do this all the time. It's like, hey guys, we got too much alcohol. If you guys want to come over here and hang out. And I'm like literally walking away while I'm saying it. And the girls are like, yeah, let's go over there. Then they
No, but
hang
like
out.
you said, yeah, of course I mean, you're in Vegas, it's a party place. And
Yes.
I really believe my experience from being 15 years in Las Vegas, most girls are there to party and a lot of them want free booze, free dinner, free champagne, free this, free that. Like not just in Las Vegas, by the way. If you go to West Hollywood, it's the same. You go to Miami, it's the same. Any party city, it's the same. There's always a lot of girls. When men offer free stuff, that's what they want. So yeah, it's an easy opening line. Now, how about the guys that are not interested, in the girls that want freebies, the guys that are interested in the girl that, wants to like them for them?
Yeah. So the problem that happens, Catherine, there's this horrible movie that came out several years ago called Hitch, starring Will Smith. And Hitch taught men how to make one girl like them. And that is terrible, terrible, terrible fucking advice. You want to make all girls like you. You want to figure out a way. Like, again, if I go to the gym and get in better shape, I don't do it so one girl likes me. I do it because I have more options and more women like me. I groom my face so that more women find me attractive. I speak in a deeper tone and I speak And I try to sound more educated when I speak because I want more girls to find me attractive. This idea that I just want the good girls to like me, you are the guy who ends up marrying the wrong woman and she ends up taking half your
Well,
money.
why are you
What?
saying that? I mean, I'm sorry. Like, if you're doing all these actions because you
Mhm.
want a bunch of women to
No,
like
no,
you,
no, no, no. That's not what I said, Catherine. I didn't say I want to date a bunch of women. What I
no, I
said was
didn't
I want to
say
be
date. I said
attractive to a bunch of women.
that's what I said. I said
Yeah.
you want a bunch of women to like you, to be
Yes.
attracted to you. Maybe you are and you're single. Are you single?
No, no. I have a girlfriend. We've been together for coming up on 2 years.
Okay, so you're not in this headspace anymore, right? That
No, I
you
am. No, no, I am. I actually think it's
and
very
how does she
important for
feel about
no,
that?
no, no.
Like,
I again, one more time. Me going to the gym, I'm not going to the gym to make women attracted to me. I'm doing it because it makes me feel better. But when I do so, women are more attracted to me. Me turning my
of
business
course,
into an
it's like
eight-figure co
anybody, right? The
Yes,
more we take
right.
care of ourselves, I always say that the world sees us from the outside in.
Correct. Correct, Catherine. But you said the good girls and the bad girls. And my thing is, I need men to stop worrying about the good girls and the bad girls. You need to stop making this differentiation because what it does is it causes men to become hyper judgmental, which is not attractive. What they need to do is become attractive to all women. Catherine, it's the guy who, like, I host a panel show and guys will be in the comments while I'm hosting. It's me and Rolo and like 8 other girls. And we're doing interviews. And the guys in the comments will be like, she's a slut. And my whole thing is like, if she's a slut and she won't sleep with you, what does that say about you, bro? That means you're a fucking loser. My whole thing is these guys, instead of Catherine, when they start saying, I want a good girl or a bad girl, they're using that as a cope, as a shield to shield themselves from rejection. What they really need to do is become attractive to all women. Because again, if we're all descendant from a few people, like again, we're descendant from 60,000 people that lived 100,000 years ago. We're all descendants of this small tribe of Homo sapiens. It would make sense that we'd all be attracted to similar things in our intersexual dynamics. So what I want men to do is understand female attraction triggers, not good girl triggers, not bad girl triggers. And the other thing I want to say this, you have Iron Man and you have Captain America. Iron Man is kind of an asshole. He kind of like talks a little shit. Captain America is like the ultimate good guy, super good looking, always there to save the needy, right? But they're both attractive to women. This is the good guy. This is the all-American, right? This is Cristiano Ronaldo. This is the all-American guy right here. Or this is I know Cristiano Ronaldo is not American, but and this guy. And this guy right here is kind of the bad boy
yeah,
with the
I get
tattoo
your
sleeves, and
point.
he's a bartender. Both of these archetypes are attractive to women. We need to stop thinking as men to just be attractive to good women. That doesn't exist. If you think that you're going to go to church and you're just going to find a good woman by being a good man, get ready for this country's 56% divorce rate. You
I
are going to be taken for a fucking ride by your wife. Listen to me, gentlemen. You need to, again, I have a lot of clients who are deeply religious and they don't want to sleep with a bunch of women. I have no problem with that. But what I tell them is you need to have a bunch of women be attracted to you. You need several women to at least propose the idea of being in a relationship with you before you jump into a relationship with the first good girl you meet. If you do
Michael,
that, you're going to end up in disaster.